Dzień dobry. Dzień dobry wszystkim. Powinno być mnie słychać, ale potwierdźcie proszę. Przepraszam, to jest męczący dzień dzisiaj dla mnie. Witam na drugiej części streamu z Gabriela Knighta w wydaniu FMV. Na pewno pamiętacie, jak graliśmy w pierwszego Gabriela w ramach tego samego cyklu. Była to klasyczna przygodówka 2D. Sierra postanowiła drugą część przechrzcić na grę FMV. Gdzie mój obrazek i muzyka, co to zagadająca głowa. No wybacz, przeszkodzę Ci odrobinę w odbiorze muzyki. Możliwe, że teraz będą 2 godziny przerwy na granie, zanim wrócimy z powrotem do słuchania muzyki, ale zgodzę się w pełni, że ścieżka dźwiękowa z Gabriela Knighta II jest bardzo dobra. To był chyba czas szału na FMV, nie? No, prawda, tak. Wszyscy zachłysnęli się płytami CD i tym, ile można na nich zmieścić. I pierwszym pomysłem, jakie wykorzystać, było oczywiście wrzucić muzykę w formacie audio, a drugie to skoro mamy 600 MB na jednej płycie, a w pudełku płyt się mieści 6, to wrzućmy masę filmów. So much muzyki, tak. Na ostatnim streamie mieliśmy malfunkcję, nie było was widać, a nie słychać, gry w sumie też nie. Nie wiem, o czym mówisz, Gabriel na pewno działał, bo widziałem zapis na YouTubie, do którego was też odsyłam. Ale wracając do samej gry, przypomnę, że zaczynamy w rozdziale 2. Gabriel został wyciągnięty przez lokalną społeczność ze swojego zamku, pojechał do Monachium badać sprawę zabójstw dokonanych przez wilki, ale coś jest na rzeczy, bo dowody, które zebraliśmy do tej pory, wskazują, że to wcale nie wilki odpowiadają za te zabójstwa. A drugi rozdział zaczyna się od przyjazdu koleżanki Gabriela w to samo miejsce, w sensie do zamku, w którym zatrzymał się Gabriel. Zatrzymał się, bo to jego zamek. I zaczynamy właśnie w sypialni, zdaje się, Gabriela. Tak. Schloss Ritter to jest ten zamek, a Gabriel's Room to oczywiście pokój Gabriela. Koleżanka Gabriela tryska radością i optymizmem. Tak, Grace była dość zdenerwowana, kiedy przyjechała tutaj na miejsce, ale w pierwszej kolejności zobaczmy, co Grace ma ze sobą. Yale University, okay.
Bert Barkley knows more about history than I ever will, especially at this rate.
Okej, trochę za głośno Grace do nas mówi, więc spróbujmy jeszcze raz.
Bert Barkley knows more about history than I ever will, especially at this rate.
Zdecydowanie lepiej. Skarżyłem się już, że nie ma możliwości podglądania kilku rzeczy naraz. Trzeba za razem wrócić do inwentory, co mnie denerwuje.
My wallet. I converted some cash to Mark's at the airport.
Tego też nie lubię, a to się zdarza. Czasem są jakieś dograne kwestie i ewidentnie ta nagrana jest w gorszej jakości, w innych okolicznościach ciężko wyczuć.
I converted some cash to Mark's at the airport. My wallet.
Dobra, czy ten wallet się otwiera? Nie, ewidentnie nie.
Gracie, something's come up. I'm on a new case. Too bad you're not here to help, but Gerda can handle any research I need. I'll call or write as soon as I can. In the meantime, go ahead and fix up the shop a little if you want. You know, flowers and stuff, but don't go overboard. I kind of like the old place as is. I know I have a lot to decide, but that and the new book are going to have to wait. I have a feeling this is important. Tell Gran I send my love. Gabriel.
Okej, to musi być ten list, który Gabriel, graliśmy w pierwszym akcie, Gabriel wysłał do Grace. Trochę to śmierdzi, bo listy tak szybko nie podróżują, ale okej. Umówmy się, że to ten sam list. Okej, i Gerdi to jest ta pomocnica, która mieszka też w tym zamku i to z nią Grace miała kontakt, z nią się pokłóciła, kiedy przyjechała. Notebook.
My notebook. My notebook. My notebook.
Okej, czyli to tyle. Ekspresowy gołąb pocztowy? No nie wiem.
Nice closet. Nice closet.
Okej, nic tu nie ma. Może potem ktoś się będzie ukrywał.
Nice view of the Alps.
No to się tak wygląda, jakby, nie wiem, czy to jest klamka do tych
Nice
drzwi,
view.
czy
Nice view.
coś faktycznie tu jest do
Nice
podniesienia.
view of the.
A, on chyba przyszedł grzejnik
Kann ich
naprawić.
Ihnen helfen?
Oh, nein, danke.
Fajnie, że Grace zna niemiecki, ale ja na przykład, ja na przykład nie i potrzebowałbym tego w języku angielskim. Domyśliłem się, że pyta go o pomoc, a on mówi, że sobie poradzi, ale mimo wszystko. Ten pokój wygląda zupełnie inaczej, ma inne oświetlenie. Tu jest ciepło, a tu jest zimne.
Like the lion on the Ritter talisman. Interesting. Ritter ancestors, I assume. Ritter ancestors, I assume.
Okej, czyli tutaj nie wejdziemy. Jakiś komentarz? Co było zamknięte, zatrzaśnięte, zaspawane? Czy mam wiedzieć, co mówi? Powinna by dać jakąś podpowiedź, żebym wiedział, czego mam szukać, ale widać nie. Dobrze. Fajny ten dworek.
King of beasts. That about sums it up.
Skarpetka była na klamce.
Ritter ancestors, I assume.
Gerda?
Yes?
Where is Gabriel?
I
jest ten-
don't
gdzie jest
know
ten Gabriel?
exactly.
Surely he said something when he left. You must have been here when his new case came
Mam
up.
wrażenie, że ten zamek był
I
większy
was
w pierwszej,
here.
w
What was
pierwszej
it about?
części.
Was it around
Ale
here?
All I know is that he was
łatwo
going
narysować
somewhere new.
duży zamek, a co innego znaleźć i
honestly do
wynająć,
not
żeby
know where
nim
he's
kręcić. Okej, czyli Gabriel jest monachiem.
You must know some. So, how do you like working with Gabriel?
It is fine.
Do you get along with him okay?
He is the Ritter heir.
Okej, fajna reakcja.
What are you working on?
Plans for the castle.
Oh, what are you having done?
Lights, phones, plumbing, all new. Should have been done many years ago, but there was no money.
Kwarków płacił
Also,
2 dychy.
things need to be
To ja
fixed.
dziękuję.
The stones. The castle is very old. Everything needs work.
Is Gabriel planning to live here permanently then?
Why not? It is his castle now.
I thought he might, sell it.
Sell it. He would not do that. The castle belongs to the Ritters.
Grace się stęskniła za Gabrielem. Miała nadzieję, że wróci do Nowego
Gabriel
Orlanu.
mentioned in his letter that, normally I do research for him. It's more or less my field, and if there's anything he needs to get done, I'd be happy to take care of it.
He did ask me to check some things for him, but I couldn't let someone else do the work.
I understand, really. But if Gabriel knew that I was already here, that I was around, he'd want me to do it.
I'm sorry. If I do hear from him, I'll ask him what he would prefer. Until then, I must do the work he asks me to do.
Normalnie kobiety się biją o Gabriela.
I'm curious. I was just wondering, what was it Gabriel asked you to research?
Just some things.
Some things about...
Things.
He asked me to check the Schattenjäger library for any record of other cases about... any other cases like this one.
Czyli nie powiesz.
Gabriel asked you to find other cases like this one? Well, that shouldn't be too tough. For you, I mean. So, what was this new case about again?
I cannot discuss the case with you. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. Why don't you go look around the area? I'm sure you could find something to do.
Idź się
Gee,
pobaw
thanks.
na zewnątrz.
Gerda, there's a locked door in Gabriel's bedroom. Do you know where it goes?
It goes to the Schattenjäger library.
That's where all the Schattenjäger records are kept?
Yes.
Why is the door locked?
Z tego
Gabriel
właśnie
doesn't want
powodu.
workmen in there.
Oh. Can I get the key?
No, the library is for Schattenjägers only.
Well, thanks.
All right.
No, Bydlegiego to nie jest tak, że one jakoś wyjątkowo źle grają. Za tym część tych aktorów, których widzieliśmy już w grach FMV, grało, no może nie jakieś wielkie hollywoodzkie role, ale serialowe. Często. Ten koleś, który gra Gabriela, akurat nie poszedł w tym kierunku. Z tego co pamiętam, został jakimś CEO firmy inwestycyjnej, coś takiego. To jest do góry.
I thought Gabriel said this place was stripped. Guess Gerda's been busy shopping with the new Ritter fortune.
Och, ten
I
jad,
thought
Grace.
Gabriel said this.
Ten jad. To jest właśnie, ktoś musiał podjąć decyzję, że należy nakręcić 15 sekund filmu, w którym Grace zakłada płaszcz. Jak oglądacie filmy, to robi się sceny, w których widać, jak bohaterowie się ubierają, tylko po to, żeby patrzeć, jak się ubierają. Jeżeli nie stanowi to elementu samej historii, to jest bez sensu. Czy gracz by zgłupiał i nie zrozumiał, jakby Grace bez płaszcza była w środku i wyszła przez drzwi i miała na sobie płaszcz.
That must be Gabriel's car. I wonder where the keys are.
Okej, czyli nie mamy kluczyków do samochodu. I skromny ten zameczek. Widziałem film na YouTubie, w którym koleś odwiedzał miejsca, w których w cudzysłowie kręcono Gabriela Knighta i ten zamek faktycznie istnieje. Ale często tak było Bedlagiko, że gra się sprzedawała, czy też reklamowała się samymi słowami, że ma 7 płyt i 8 godzin filmów, nie? Tak jakby to miało znaczenie, czy gra jest dobra, czy nie. Okay.
I wonder what kind of flowers these are.
Czyli się nie dowiemy. Okay. To jest kościół. Cześć, Krzysztof.
St. Georg Church.
Okej, czyli świętego Jerzego, kościół, dobra.
Grace Nakamura.
Okej, no co, nie chciałaś tam wyjść? Ale widzicie, jak wciskam exit, nie? I ona tam nie chce pójść. A, teraz już tu nie ma exit. No dobra, czyli tam było wyjście, tam było wyjście, ale już go nie ma. Cześć, Arku. Okej. Dobra, czyli na lewo się nie chodzi po prostu. Golden Lower, okej. No i tu jest klimat.
I don't want to disturb him.
Słusznie. A, to jest jeden z tych ludzi, którzy przyszli do Gabriela, ten dziadek.
Guten Tag. Sind Sie Werner Huber?
Yes. Huh. You are an American, huh?
Guess I haven't quite got the accent down, huh? I'm a friend of Gabriel Knight. I'm staying at the castle.
Good.
Good for you. I co?
You're the proprietor of this Gasthof?
Yes.
It's very nice. Do you mainly serve food and drinks here?
Ooh, we have guest rooms upstairs, too. Yeah.
Oh? Does Rittersburg get a lot of tourists?
Some, not so many know about this place. It is perhaps better that way. Germans on holiday come here. Foreigners find their way here one way or another.
You speak English very well.
Yes.
How did you learn it?
Wolfgang taught some of us. He thought we should know.
Really?
Wolfgang.
Why?
It is a very good question, is it not?
Miałem nadzieję, że powie, że na wojnie się nauczył, ale okej.
I never got to meet Gabriel's great uncle. What was he like?
A, czyli to był jakiś dziadek,
He was a true Schattenjäger.
wujek.
Like in the old days. He knew things.
What kinds of things?
Things. He had, how do you say it, the sight. He was a very good man to go to when you needed advice.
It must have been hard for the town when Wolfgang died.
Yeah, it was bad, yes. But not a surprise. Gerda knew. It was harder on her than the rest of us.
Really? Were she and Wolfgang close?
To spojrzenie.
You said Wolfgang was a true Schattenjäger. I suppose Gabriel... I mean, he's probably not what you expected.
Oh, we shall see with that one. Yeah, one cannot know the quality of the iron until it has been in the fire. Eh? We shall see.
Ujęcia z
Tell me
reakcjami
about
są fajne.
Rittersburg.
It is a small town, private. We keep our business to ourselves.
You mean about the Schattenjägers?
Oh, the Schattenjägers, sure. The Schattenjägers are of this place, and this place is of them. We believe in the old ways here. It has not changed much over the centuries. We still remember what the rest of the world has forgotten.
And that is?
That life is a battle between the light and the dark. Do you know this?
I think I mentioned that I was a friend of Gabriel Knight.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I came to help him on a case, a Schattenjäger case.
That is good.
Well, we got our wires crossed and he'd already left by the time I got here. But Gerda mentioned that he was on a case for you.
No, not for me. For my cousin, Sepp.
Lots of cousins around here. Is Sepp in town?
No, he and his wife went north for a few weeks. He does not live in Rittersburg anyway.
Oh. Well, perhaps you can help me then.
How do you mean?
No jak Grayson ma ci pomóc? O.
Gerda's not sure where Gabriel is exactly, but you know where I can find him, don't you?
It is not my business to tell people where to find the Schattenjäger. It is maybe not so safe, you see.
Yes, I do see, and I appreciate your caution, really. But we worked together on his last case, and believe me, you'd be doing him a favor.
If he wants you to help him, he will have to contact you at the castle and tell you where he is himself.
Great.
No nie będzie łatwo ustalić, gdzie jest
Do you know
Gabriel.
how long Gabriel will be gone?
If he is a good Schattenjäger, he will not come back until he has done what must be done. If he is not, who can say? Maybe he will not come back at all.
What must be done?
O, nie.
Can you tell me what Gabriel's case is about?
What?
Not specifically, of course, but in general. On our last case, we had to deal with a voodoo cult. I was just thinking if I just knew what he was up against, maybe I could do some research.
Well,
He left so quickly, I guess. He didn't have time to investigate here at all. And the Schattenjäger archives might have something pertinent in them, if I knew what to look for, that is.
yes, that is true. There is much to be learned from the Schattenjäger past.
Exactly. Gabriel is new at this, you know?
To prawda, jest
Wolfgang's
lepiej
not
niż
around to give him
Fantasmagorii.
advice.
W pierwszej, bo druga była lepsza chyba, jeżeli chodzi o grę aktorską.
All right, young lady. I will tell you what it is you need to look
A tu są
for.
chyba ciekawsze postacie.
Werewolf.
Werewolf?
Werewolf.
Werewolf. Wolf, were.
Gabriel's new case involves werewolves?
You don't believe in such things.
I don't know. It's a little outside.
If you truly want to be an aid to a Schattenjäger, you will have to believe in such things. Things that are outside. If you cannot,
Żadna z ciebie pomoc, jak nie wierzysz w wilki.
All right. A werewolf. What do you know about them? Werewolves, that is.
some things. This is not the first time that Rittersberg has seen the work of a werewolf, or even a werewolf itself.
Really?
Oh, no, not in my lifetime, you understand. But I was told of it when I was a boy. One was brought to town. It had killed many people. The Schattenjäger caught him. He was tried here.
When was this?
Jak się sądzi o wilkołakach?
1700s, I think, somewhere around in there.
Thanks.
Bitte.
No i co, nic, żadnego piwka, nic? Cześć, amator.
Pretty damn cute. I wonder who he is. Pretty damn...
Jakiś Schattenjäger jest. Może
I
nam
don't have
powie.
anything to say to Herr Huber at the moment.
Czyli z Herr Huberem już nie pogadamy.
I wonder who he is.
Pewno wszyscy są przodkowie.
I don't want to disturb him.
No dobra.
It's locked.
No to kolejna rzecz. Nie potrzebuję animacji, jak ona tup, podchodzi, szarpie, potem mówi, zamknięte. Znaczy, żeby od razu mówiła, że jest zamknięte. Wygląda jak drzwi w drzwiach, to się chyba otworzy, co?
Hallo, meine Damen. Kann ich Ihnen behilflich sein?
Hallo, wie
Piękna
geht es
broda.
Ihnen?
Gut, danke. Und Ihnen?
Gut. Ich bin hier auf Urlaub und,
Let's try English, shall we?
yes. I've been studying German at home and I thought I knew a lot, but it's so different now that I'm actually here.
Books alone are poor language teachers. You'll pick it up. Is there something I can help you with?
Czy to twoje oficjalne stanowisko, siedzieć w okienku?
My name is Grace Nakamura. I'm staying at Schloss Ritter, and you are...
You may call me Herr Habermas. Welcome to Rittersberg, Miss Nakamura.
It's nice to meet you, Herr Habermas.
No ale nie powiedziałeś, kim jesteś.
What can you tell me about Rittersberg?
It is a very old town. The walls around it were built in 1438, but the city is a few centuries older than that.
Have there always been Ritters in Rittersberg?
Yes, Martin Ritter built the castle in 1223, and the town grew up around it. I'm proud to say we still have Ritter blood here to this day.
What is this building?
This is the Rathaus.
The town hall? Oh, thank you. Do you keep old town records here? Criminal trial records?
Yes,
będą mieli-
we have files going back to the 12th century.
Great.
Mogą mieć zapisy
Werner
procesu
Huber
tego
told me
wilkołaka.
about a local trial that supposedly involved a werewolf. I'd like to learn more about it.
What was the date?
Sometime in the 1700s?
I'm afraid I would need a more specific time frame. We have many files.
Yes.
Zgoda, mamy wiele dokumentów, ale chyba jakbyś miał jeden dokument o wilkołaku, który grasował w mieście, to byś zapamiętał, który to jest ten konkretny dokument. Okej, co tutaj jest?
So this is where I've been sending Gabriel's fan mail. There's no one there.
Czyli odbieram to jako osobisty atak. Dobra, kluczyków nie mamy, czyli nie pojedziemy, no to spróbujmy się może dostać do tego pokoju. Nie chcę tego. Chcę zrobić save'a. 4, 5, 6, tak jest. I 1, 2, 3. Znowu tu jesteśmy pokłóceni. Wygląda jakby zamek miał przedpokój, salę i sypialnię Gabriela i nic więcej. A ten poszedł sobie, ten majsterkowicz, ale zostawił narzędzia. Bardzo dobrze. Też dziwnie ten kamień wygląda. Co będzie potrzebowali? Młotek na pewno. A, czyli ja postanowiłem, że śrubokręt jednak, dobra.
I don't think I need that. I don't think I...
Dobra, czyli nic więcej nie możemy, czyli tylko ten śrubokręt, okej. Ten kamień z prawej jest jakiś dziwny, coś mi... A, z tej perspektywy już nie wygląda dziwnie, chyba jest po prostu wklęsły, jakby kamień odpadł. Okej. Czyli jednak. Wstać palca. Tak jest. Gdzie jest nasz screwdriver? Tajne przejście? Czyli jednak w szafie coś jest. No. No nie wygląda jak Narnia. To wygląda jak raj podglądacza.
Someone's been using this passageway.
Tędy przyszliśmy. Creepy. To, no dobra, to może być Narnia. Okej, ale tu jest fajnie, ale ja jednak ten drugi kierunek chcę jeszcze sprawdzić. Powiesz coś, tak żeby się rozglądać przez 15 minut. Dobra, wróćmy tam. Na dół też się dojść. A to Gerdi może podglądać Gabriela.
Gerda's bedroom. What a surprise.
Co my tu mamy?
That must be Wolfgang. Something to remember him by, I guess.
Okej. Nic więcej tu nie można podnieść. No halo. O,
I can't go out that way. I don't want Gerda to know I'm in here.
to moment, spójrzmy jeszcze raz. Okej, dobra. Tutaj nic więcej nie ma na tym stole. Wygląda jakby tu więcej szpargałów było, ale... Dobra, nie wygląda jak można było tutaj jeszcze coś w interakcję wejść. Nawet po tym pomieszczeniu już nie można rozejrzeć. Tu są główne drzwi, ona nie chce nimi przejść, bo boi się, że Gerdy zobaczy. No co tam dynda u góry? Klucz. Czy to będzie klucz do...
I can't go out.
No tak,
Grace,
ale miałaś wyjść tam. Musi być, nie? Bedlagiko. Dobra. Musimy. Czyli Gerdy i Gabriel mają w zasadzie dwa kroki z sypialni do sypialni. No i teraz pytanie, czy ten klucz zadziała?
I'll just bet I know what this unlocks.
Dobrze uszczelnione te drzwi są. To jest chyba to pomieszczenie, w którym w intrze Gabriel pracował, nie? Połączenie biblioteki i kuźni. Exit? Dokąd exit? A.
I suppose in the next Blake Backlash book, good old Fujitsu will be replaced by Hildegard. I suppose in the next Blake Backlash book, good old Fujitsu will be replaced by Hildegard.
Gabriel nazwał tego pomocnika albo pomocnicę, pomocnicę jako nazwał ją Fujitsu, to ewidentnie chodziło o Grace. Same strony tytułowe i pierwsze dwa zdania pierwszego rozdziału.
I'm not quite ready to write the big hero yet. Who should I call?
No raczej tutaj na razie jeszcze nic nie zdziałamy.
Books on the occult. Here we go. Vampires, witchcraft, ghosts, Asian spirits.
Werewolf.
Lycanthropes.
List. Ale błękitna pieczęć.
How did you get in here?
Oh, hi.
How did you unlock the door?
Mam skills.
Oh, I see.
All right. Look, let's just drop all the pretense, okay? Obviously, I found the passageway. I know what's been going on in this little Alpinian love nest, and really, I couldn't care less. If you want to screw around with your employer, that's none of my business. But what I won't put up with is this assisting the Schottenjäger crap. I gave up school to work on this stuff because I thought it was important. I'm doing the research that Gabriel wanted, and so help me, I'm gonna be doing more than just research this time around.
wow.
And I'm not gonna sit around and wait for him to call and give me permission. And if you don't like it, it's just too damn bad!
Okay, fine. You do the damn research.
No, panie się pokłóciły, ewidentnie.
Damn it.
To co, to co?
There's nothing.
O tych wilkołakach coś poczytamy?
Chapter 3. Lycanthropy. The Ways of the Wolf. There are two categories of werewolf cases: false or lycanthropic disorder cases and genuine werewolf cases. Lycanthropic disorder. Lycanthropic disorder is a mental condition in which the subject, called a lycanthrope, believes that he or she is a werewolf. The subject does not actually change shape, but is nevertheless capable of being as dangerous as an actual werewolf. Most cases of supposed werewolfery are really the work of lycanthropic disorder victims, man to beast. In real werewolves, a physical change to wolf form does occur. The change can be voluntary, at will, or can be forced by certain cycles of the moon and certain sounds, such as howling.
Okej, czyli dwa typy wampirów.
Werewolves and immortality. Werewolves are immune from aging and from most physical diseases due to the constant regeneration of their physical tissue. They can therefore be virtually immortal. However, they can be killed by any wound that destroys the heart or the brain, or any form of death that causes brain or heart damage, such as hanging or other oxygen deprivation methods. The mind of a werewolf. Though primarily a true wolf while in wolf form, there is some proof that the werewolf retains enough knowledge to assist his killing. Recognition of victims, evasion of traps, and human cunning have all been seen on werewolf cases.
Okay.
Becoming a werewolf. There are several ways to become a werewolf. They include being given the power of shape-shifting through sorcery, being cursed by someone whom you have wronged in some way, called the Lyconia curse, being bitten by a werewolf, and being born to a werewolf. In each case, the blood of the subject becomes tainted or cursed. Damnation. A person who becomes a werewolf against his will, birth, curse, or bite, is not completely damned until he tastes of human blood. Once he does, his soul is eternally damned and nothing may redeem him. Even without tasting of human blood, however, as long as the taint lays upon the immortal soul, it cannot enter into heaven and will remain chained to the mortal plane upon death. Werewolf packs. Like real wolves, Werewolves can live alone for many years, yet the instinct for a pack often leads them away from their
No nie ma
secretive
nic o srebrze.
lifestyles into revealing their nature
W
to a
tej bajce nie ma
priest
srebra.
or close associate, or converting another to a werewolf free for companionship. This is when the otherwise cagey werewolf opens himself to detection. Werewolf packs cause immense destruction. A pack consists of one werewolf who became a werewolf through sorcery, birth, or curse. In other words, his is the original tainted blood. This werewolf is called the alpha werewolf. The remaining werewolves in the pack are called beta werewolves because they became werewolves through the bite of the alpha and carry the alpha's tainted blood.
Czy ktoś już nie obalił tej teorii wilków alfa i beta w stadach?
Alpha and beta werewolves. The relationship between alpha and beta werewolves is a complex one. Once a subject is bitten by a werewolf, his or her life and death are doomed to the werewolf curse. The victim does, however, have some hope. As long as they themselves do not taste of human blood, the curse is reversible. If the alpha werewolf is killed through some action of the beta's curse is broken. It is important to note that whether the beta werewolf was bitten by the alpha werewolf himself or by another beta, it is the alpha who must be destroyed, the source of the original tainted blood. It is also an interesting note that since betas and alphas share the same common blood, an alpha cannot physically harm a beta of his own bloodline by his own hand without inflicting the same injury upon himself. However, if a beta is harmed or killed by another, it does not affect the alpha.
Okej, obstawiamy, czy Gabriel zostanie wilkołakiem?
Symptoms of werewolfery. When hunting for a werewolf, it is important to remember that your biggest clues will come through your suspects' personalities. Becoming a werewolf is not transparent, no matter how the victim tries to hide it. The tainted subhuman blood greatly alters the subject's own mind and personality, even physical appearance. Therefore, look for symptoms in your human suspects that include increasing violence, increasing aggression, unprovoked rages, insomnia, restlessness, and other bizarre behavior. Unfortunately, over time, these symptoms can be brought under control, so do not rely upon them exclusively.
Ale lepsza książka czy lepszy stand-up w Larym?
A good example of this comes from a case reported by the Ancient Priesthood Society, Manos del Sol of Brazil. A rash of werewolf killings there was tracked to a high-ranking officer in the army. The society became aware of the man mainly through rumors of his violent behavior and changed personality. The case was successfully resolved with a man's capture.
Manos del Sol, men of the sun? I wonder if they're like Schottenjägers, only Brazilian.
Brazilian Schottenjäger. Dobra, nie ma więcej. Nie ma, już koniec. Już koniec.
4th of March, 1864. To King Ludwig II, most gracious ruler of all Bavaria. I beg your forgiveness for my forthrightness in this letter, but I fear terribly for your Majesty's safety and thus have no time for subtlety. I have heard that the one they call the Black Wolf is close to your Highness. I have been investigating this man for reasons I cannot name at present, and I have learned that he is extremely dangerous and can only have the most dire of motives at heart in anything he pursues.
Okej, czyli ktoś na króla Ludwika II polował. Pewno Schottenjägerzy.
I beg your Highness only this. Please do not see this man alone, nor even with your servants only to guard you. I promise you, all will be made clear very shortly when my investigation is complete. For now, only keep yourself safe. Your most grateful servant, Christian von Ritter, Schlossritter, Rittersburg, Bavaria.
Ritter. Okej, dobra. Co tu jeszcze jest?
Looks like biographies here.
No, Bydlegiko to już wiadomo od dawna. Wiesz, od połowy pierwszej części.
Von Bayern, König Ludwig, sein Leben und sein Sieg, die letzten Tage des König Ludwig II.
German. That's not much help.
He's German.
The Journal of Victor Ritter.
Tu może być w tych aktach może być informacja o dacie tego procesu wilkołaka. I wtedy moglibyśmy, o proszę, od 1753 roku. No jest szansa, że to
Numerous
będzie tutaj.
deaths at the hands of a marauding wolf being recorded in a neighboring county, I set out to see if I could determine the cause. There had been rumors of a werewolf, and the dark signs did indeed seem to be present. The deaths had all occurred within a 40-kilometer range of woods, and at the heart was the village of Alfing. My assistant and I set a trap a short distance from the village. Though the beast had shown a propensity for human flesh, livestock had also been taken. He was swift and might have escaped, but his fatal mistake was to attack rather than run.
Gabriel
My
poluje na
dagger struck
Universal
through his chest and
Monsters.
into his right lung.
Ow.
As I had agreed, we bound the wolf and tied shut its jaws. We brought it home to Rittersburg, still breathing, and turned it over to the magistrate. I pray for the man's unfortunate soul. May the law be swift and merciful. God be praised for aiding his servant. From his hand came the strength and wisdom to end the killing. Victor Ritter, Schottenjäger, 20 April 1750.
Bardzo ładne pismo, takie doktorskie. Dobra, spróbujemy jeszcze jednego triku. Chyba nie wiedziała, do kogo ma zadzwonić. Tu się chyba nie wybiera numeru, tak jak zdaje się w Fantasmagorii drugiej. Ale można po prostu wybrać. Tak jest. Wizytówkę. To Kubar dostający powiadomienie z Discorda.
Hello?
W środku nocy.
Professor Barkley, this is Grace Nakamura. I'm calling from Germany.
Germany? I thought you were in New Orleans.
I was, but anyway, it's rather important or I wouldn't have bothered you. Do you know anything about King Ludwig II of Bavaria?
Well, that's a hell of a thing to ask a man in the middle of the night. Late 1800s, right?
Yes.
This isn't really my field, but I think he was crazy or something.
I wish I knew. Do you know anyone who specializes in German history?
Yeah, I have a friend at the University of Berlin. I'll ring him. What's your number there?
It's 4989-555-7878.
Okay, I'll call you back if I remember this conversation in the morning anyway.
Great. Sorry again. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
No, to mamy datę, możemy wracać do ratusza.
I'm not quite ready to write the big hero yet.
Dobra. Schottenjäger. Może się jeszcze z Gerdi pogodzimy, co? Czy ona już wyjechała? Nie, jest. Powinien wyłączyć powiadomienia na telefonie z Niemiec, no.
Yes?
Do you have the keys to the car outside?
That is Gabriel's car. He doesn't even let me drive it.
I had a feeling you'd say that. Well, thanks.
All right.
Dobra, idziemy do wioski. Lulu, wycieczka. No tak średnio się przeprosiły, ale przynajmniej się nie pokłóciły bardziej.
Hello again. Did you need something else?
Remember that werewolf trial I'd asked you about? I have a date now. April 1750.
Excellent. Let me go look.
Coś jest z perspektywą nie tak za tymi drzwiami, ale... Mniejsza z tym.
I heard of this case when I was a boy, but I always thought it was just a scary tale. I never thought to look in the archives. It was there, all right. What did you want to know?
Czyli to nie dać tych dokumentów?
Why did they bring the wolf to Rittersburg? I know the Schottenjäger lived here, but why didn't he just...
Kill it where he found it? I don't know. Let's see. Ah, yes. They wanted to know what man it was.
To może być jakiś powód, Game.
They brought it here so it would change back?
Yes, exactly.
What happened to the alleged werewolf?
Za każdym razem będzie wyciągał tą kartkę?
He was interrogated for 2 days. He confessed his guilt. The trial took place on the 3rd day, and he was sentenced to death by quartering and the stake. He was given a final meal. He asked to see a confessor, and this was granted. He died at dawn the following day.
They pulled off his limbs and burned him?
Don't think harshly of us, miss. That was a long time ago.
Where was the werewolf kept while
W
it was
dungeonie
here?
pewno.
The dungeon? There's a dungeon in the rat house basement. We don't use it anymore, of course. Haven't for many years.
Did it change back?
Zerknę do ściągi, już mówię.
They put the wolf in a cell, and the next morning they found a man in there. A laborer from out of town identified him as Baron von Raleigh from Alfing.
Baron von Raleigh, okej.
Why did they want to find out who the werewolf was?
I would guess. Yes. It says here that a group of villagers were sent to the werewolf's hometown once they learned its human identity.
Why? They thought there were more of them there?
In those days, the family of the identified werewolf would be in great danger. Many believed such curses were handed down through the bloodline.
Makes sense. Pokrywa się z tym, co czytaliśmy w książce?
I suppose not. Unless... Is there any way I could see the dungeon?
It would be my pleasure.
Show me your dungeon. Ja, jak myślę dungeon, to raczej wyobrażam sobie, że się schodzi na dół, a to jest jedyny dungeon, który jest na piętrze.
Everything's been kept the way it was when the dungeon was in use. We show it off to tourists sometimes.
Co jest, Grace? What happened?
Are you all right, miss?
I'm fine. It's just that this place is so claustrophobic.
I tell you what, normally this place is locked to keep out the village children. I'll leave it open. You can come and go as you please.
Would you? Thank you so much.
You are most welcome. Goodbye and good luck.
Bye.
Znowu creepy muzyczka. Dawno save'a nie robiliśmy, co? Byłaby lipa, jakby coś się stało. Church.
to see a confessor.
That's the church in the square.
Okej. Nikt z tego dungeonu nie korzysta od 100 lat, ale wciąż jest pościel, wciąż jest posłane łóżko.
Von Rollick slept here.
Chyba nie chcę tutaj spać. Dobra, czyli to jest po staremu. Nic więcej nie ma, co? Nie. Zobaczymy, czy właściciel knajpy ma coś nowego do powiedzenia. Fajnie, bo główka chodzi. Takie Heimat melodia lecą. Fajnie.
Herr Huber?
Yes?
Yeah.
Do you know anything about King Ludwig II?
Of course. Everybody knows about Ludwig. He was the last true king Bavaria had. Why do you think I hang his portrait? Eh? Or that article on the wall? Eh? Do you know what that is? That is from the Munich newspaper the day after the king died. My great-grandfather saved it. It has been handed down to every first son. That is what Bavarians think of Ludwig.
What was Ludwig like? Why is he so revered?
Oh, he was a genius. He had a great mind, you know. Yeah. He built castles, is what he did, and kept on building them until they killed him.
Who killed him?
Them, those politicians. They said he was crazy. Got a doctor to sign some papers. They arrested him.
Then what happened?
What do you think? They killed him. Oh, they said it was suicide. But me, I don't believe that.
Ja też nie wierzę.
It was
Herr
murder.
Huber. Może teraz się da ten artykuł na ścianie przeczytać, bo tam coś było
Thanks.
poza zdjęciem.
Bitte?
Huber też coś mówi o gazecie.
I have no idea what that says. Looks old, though.
Okej. Czyli nie przeczytamy, ale wiemy dokładnie
I
tyle,
don't wanna disturb
dokładnie tyle,
him.
ile wiedzieliśmy. No jeszcze zagadamy z gościem, tam, z kukułką tutaj. Puk, puk, puk.
Hello again. Did you need something else?
I had a thought while I was in the dungeon.
Yes.
You mentioned that Baron von Rollick was allowed to give a last confession. I suppose the priest was from St. George's?
I suppose it was.
Would there be a record of the last confession? It might tell us more about the Baron's life.
Good idea, young lady. Those records are in German, though, and Father Getz doesn't speak English. Do you think this would really help your Schattenjäger?
I'm not sure.
Pewnością.
It couldn't hurt.
All right. I'll write you a note. You give it to Father Getz, and he'll see if they have a record of the confession. If they do,
Cześć,
you bring
Perektus.
it back here to me, and I'll help you translate it. Okay?
That would be wonderful. Thank you so much.
Certainly.
Tajemnica spowiedzi się przedawniła po 300 latach. Ciekawe, jak te zdjęcia były, jak te To musiało być kilka zdjęć, jak one były szyte, bo tutaj jest inna perspektywa, tu jest trochę inna perspektywa, jak one były szyte po tych miejscach tutaj, gdzie się krawiec budynku kończy.
I don't want to disturb her.
The Madonna.
Hallo?
Guten Tag.
Haben Sie hatte Kirche Papiere von 1750?
Wie bitte?
Papiere, Geschichte von 1750. Oh gosh, how do you say that? Sprechen Sie Englisch?
Nein, leider, ich spreche nicht Englisch.
All right. Danke.
Nie tak miało wyjść. To jest ta notatka. Okej, daj młodej damie wszystkie te dane, które tam masz. Dobra.
Entschuldigen Sie bitte.
Ja.
Das hier ist von Herrn Habermas.
Einen Moment, bitte. Das ist für Sie.
Dankeschön.
Możemy zerknąć chociaż na te dokumenty.
Father Getz gave me this file, but I'll need help translating it.
Okej, czyli to jednak musi nam burmistrz przetłumaczyć. Musi się dużo dziać w tym mieście, skoro burmistrz się angażuje w tłumaczenie dokumentów dla przyjezdnych.
Hello again. Did you need something else?
Something else?
I have the church file.
Excellent. Let me see it. What's this?
Kupony do
This is
Maka.
in English. It's from a lawyer in Buenos Aires. It's addressed to St. George's Church as a date
Asystent regionalnego czy asystent do regionalnego?
It's a request for information about the death of Baron Klaus von Raleigh. It says it's for the family. I assume someone answered it.
Czyli ona mu przyniosła dokumenty do przetłumaczenia, on mówi, o, po angielsku, ale pozwól, że opowiem ci, co jest w tych dokumentach, tak?
On the envelope.
A wolf?
Okay. The last confession. The Raleigh family took the symbol of a black wolf to represent their great skill at the hunt. Let me see. Klaus von Raleigh says that he lived up to the family symbol too well. His friends nicknamed him the Black Wolf, but he confessed it was more because he was prideful and treated his villagers and women very badly. He was much feared. The Baron confesses that a life of sin brought the werewolf curse upon him. Listen to this.
Patrz to.
A gypsy camp, Hungarians, came to Alfing one day. He wanted one of their young women. He had her brought to his castle by force, and there he...
Raped her?
Raped her, yes. He intended to release her, but before he did, the girl killed herself. The next day, an old gypsy woman from the camp cursed him, saying that he was to become the shape that his name and his crimes showed his heart to be.
Czyli to był wilkołak z klątwy.
Soon afterwards, her
jedna
curse
z
came
opcji opisana w
about.
książce, którą czytaliśmy.
Klaus von Raleigh began to change, to run at night as wolf, to kill and eat human flesh. He begs forgiveness from God and from his wife and son. He says he welcomes his punishment, if only it will pay for his sins and save his family from further pain. That is all that is written.
Wow. Thank you.
I'll return this to Father Getz for you.
Thank you.
Good luck to you, young lady. And to your Schottenjäger.
Dobra, to możemy chyba raport przygotować, nie? Dla Gabriela. Piszemy.
I'm not quite ready to write the big hero yet.
No jak to nie? Przecież wszystko mamy.
Numerous the deaths had... It was...
Czego nam jeszcze brakuje? Może zadzwonimy do tego gościa, może się dowiedział czegoś.
Professor Barkley will call when he...
Okej.
It wasn't worth picking.
Okej. Może coś mamy do przeczytania we własnym zakresie jeszcze. Ale nie wydaje mi się. To czytaliśmy. To też czytaliśmy. A może ten nasz notebook? Coś trzeba z notebookiem.
My notebook.
Nie. Nie, to nie w ten sposób działa. No to nie wiem. No to wyjdźmy. Co tu jeszcze można przeklikać? Może z Gerdi porozmawiamy jeszcze. Może ona coś ma do powiedzenia.
I don't have anything to say to her right now.
Czyli nie chcesz z nią rozmawiać. Dobra, zróbmy sobie save'a. Tak na wszelki. No, książki wszystkie obejrzeliśmy, nie? Zanim wrócimy do wioski, to jeszcze te książki przejrzyjmy wszystkie, tak na wszelki. Teoretycznie jeszcze tam na dół możemy wrócić, zobaczyć, co tam było na zewnątrz zamku.
Looks like biographies here. I wonder...
Okej, to było.
There's nothing else.
Looks like biographies here.
Okej, czyli tutaj nic nowego nie ma. Dobra. To zejdźmy tym ukrytym przejściem do Narni jeszcze na dół pod zamek. Zobaczymy, gdzie tam można pójść.
How convenient. When the lord of the manor is slipping through the passageway to his amorous adventures, he can pick up a few flowers.
Oj, przestań, Grace.
An emergency exit. I guess that makes sense if you're fighting the legions of darkness. The castle looks huge from here. They've got more rooms left to restore than I thought.
No, z tej strony
The
faktycznie
castle
wygląda
looks...
na większy.
I think it'll be quicker to go back the way I came.
Aha, czyli tutaj nic więcej nie ma, okej. To nie wiem, czy mamy... Wydaje mi się, że mamy wszystko, żeby napisać raport dla Gabriela.
Werner Huber says that there was a werewolf trial in...
Okay.
I found a letter in the werewolf lore book. Werner Huber says that Ludwig the...
Okej, to są notatki. Aha, bo ona ma tutaj notatki. Sorry, tutaj się filmy ogląda. Nie, bo Gabriel ma dyktafon, a ona ma notatnik, okej. Może trzeba było po prostu przeczytać notatki, żeby mieć komplet informacji.
All right, Knight, I've got your research.
Nie, chyba trzeba było notatki po prostu przejrzeć. Pięknie. Możemy ich wysłać.
Now, I just need somewhere to send it to.
A wciąż nie mamy adresu. Może się Gardi odobraziła. I ona da nam adres.
I don't have anything...
Ale Gardi, zobacz, jaka ładna paczka.
I found the items that Gabriel wanted. Did he tell you where to send your research?
Yes, his lawyer's office in Munich.
Can I get the address?
Harald Übergrau, Marienplatz 21, München.
Thanks.
One jeszcze będą besties, mówię wam. Solfi, nienawidzę cię. Tu była poczta, nie? Jep. Hallo.
Grüß Gott.
Grüß Gott.
Womit kann ich Ihnen dienen?
Das Päckchen soll nach München gehen.
7,40 Mark bitte.
7 marek. Głównie nienawiść, Solfi. Przyjacielska mniej.
That'll give him something to chew on.
Teraz się zakumplują. Jakaś butelka się pojawi, wino. Pogodzą się. Mam wrażenie, że jest dziwne echo. Co się dzieje?
Guten Abend.
How are you? Is this the castle of the shot and joggers here?
Yes,
Shot
but
and joggers.
Exciting! Come along, Emil. We are so thrilled to be here. Emil said it's the 1990s, for heaven's sake. The shot and joggers are probably long gone. Well, of course they aren't, I said. A family like that doesn't just dry up and blow away. The good Lord's put his mark on them.
Who are you?
I was just wondering the same thing, dear. Neither of you girls look like the heroic type, but who am I to judge? God chooses his soldiers, and who am I to put in my 2 cents?
No, we're the Smiths from Merrimack, Pennsylvania.
This is my wife, Merle. You can call me Emil.
My husband. If I don't get right to the point, he'll get there for me.
It's nice to meet you both.
Fajnie kontrastuje z tym
How did you
niemieckim.
hear about the Schottenjägers?
Oh, we're demonologists. My wife makes it her business to know a lot about a lot of different things. She's a regular, what you call, occultist scholar, aren't you, Mother?
That's right.
Yeah.
I read about you all when I was studying an old witch trial last spring, and I have been dying to get over here ever since.
Well, so nice of you to stop by, but I'm afraid the Schottenjäger isn't here right now. I'll let him know you called, though.
Oh, no. And I was so hoping to talk shop. We fighters of darkness are so rare these days.
Don't I know it? Can't scare one up to save your soul.
No, it's not your fault, Missy. I told Merle to call before he came.
People just don't take you seriously unless you're standing right there. You know that, Em.
Well, it's rather late, and if you're driving, you might as well, go out right now.
Don't worry about that. We're going to spend the night at the guest house in town.
Stop by tomorrow, won't you, dear? You and I can exchange stories at least.
We'll see.
Well, come on, Merle. These ladies are tired, and I think we ought to go.
But, Em.
Come on, let's go. Good night, ladies.
Good night.
Good night. What's wrong?
It's not your fault. This just happens, man. I'm sorry.
I'll get her some water.
Give me your hand. I see danger. Someone close to you is in danger.
Gabriel?
I see something like a wolf. A black wolf.
Don't you worry, miss. My Merle is going to be all right. This just happens sometimes. That's all.
Na samą twarz
Come
światła.
on, Merle. Let's go. Come on.
What happened?
I don't know.
Czyżby? Chapter 3. Idziemy jak burza. Aha, a Gabriel ma relaks. O co chodzi? To był tylko sen. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Co on tam podniósł? Za niska rozdzielczość. Nie wiem co trzymasz w ręku. Okay. Czy mi się zdaje, czy się zmienił kolor tego UI? Teraz tu jest ten Marienplatz w Monachium. Na pewno się kolor zmienił na fioletowy. Ale wrócił też wasz ulubiony zegar. Coś nowego tu się pojawiło?
I don't have anything to write about at the moment. It looks like there's been another wolf killing, and this one occurred last night in downtown Munich. It looks like there's...
Okej. Pójdziemy odebrać tą paczkę, nie? Od Grace. Tylko co tu nam doszło nowego?
My notebook.
My notebook. Okej. Co to jest? Okej, to już widziałem. To ta analiza była. Co to jest?
Baron Friedrich von Glauer. He lives in the Perlacker district.
To może być jeden z tych gości, którzy się przedstawili w klubie. To już miałem. Co to jest? To też już miałem. To jest wizytówka z naszego sklepu. Te listy już też chyba widziałem. Tak. Dobra. Mamy kluczyki ze sobą? Mamy. Możemy spadać. Jedziemy do naszego prawnika. Już powinien dostać paczkę.
I was hoping for a Mercedes, but this'll have
to do. O, może już możemy kiełbasę kupić.
I don't think she speaks much English.
Niestety nie. Also, do kiełbasy już tylko 2 tygodnie. No to jest świąteczne, rzecz jasna. Tak, niemiecka moda z lat 90. jak. Pięknie.
Das vereinbaren Sie am besten mit meiner Sekretärin. Gut, ja, danke. Ah, I was hoping you'd stop by. I have a package for you.
Really?
Yeah, this is one.
This one's for you.
I trust this morning finds you well, Mr. Knight.
Hell, I'm lucky it's found me at all. You can call me Gabriel, by the way.
Oh, of course. Call me Harald. Harry's okay too.
Thanks, Harry.
Thanks, Harry. Co my tu mamy?
March 18th, 1994. Gabriel, you might as well know, I'm in Rittersburg. I wasn't about to sit in New Orleans and let you have all the fun. Besides, if it goes anything like last time, you're going to need my help. I've been doing the research Gerda said you wanted.
Czemu się wchodzi
Enclosed is a
nie,
book you might
to
find
patrzysz,
useful.
wychodzi się z
It
tego
looks a
stanu, z
little
którym się jest
outdated,
teraz,
but
żeby
then
przejść
I've
do
never dealt with
innego.
werewolves before, so it's hard to be sure. There's also some werewolf history right here in town. I found some clues pointing to a werewolf called the Black Wolf. He's cropped up in a couple of places, including here in Rittersburg in 1750 and in association with Ludwig II, a Bavarian king that died in 1886. It's all ancient history, I know, but something tells me that it is relevant. I'm not sure where to go from here, except to look into Ludwig II. Ask around about the Black Wolf in Munich and see what you find out. Also, let me know if you want me to research Ludwig or join you there. I'm sending this to your lawyer, but I'll need to contact you directly. Send your address and phone number ASAP. Herr Huber is being stubborn and won't tell me. Be careful and write. Grace.
Damn it, what the hell is Grace doing here? At least she's off in the ozone somewhere. The Black Wolf, Ludwig II. She's really losing it.
No, jeszcze się będziesz przepraszał z Grace.
Do you know anything about King Ludwig II?
But naturally. Have you been running into him much on your tour of Munich?
Running into him? Isn't he dead?
Yes, long dead. But he is still everywhere, like your Marilyn Monroe or Elvis.
Okay.
He is the Bavarian enigma.
So what's the big deal about this Ludwig guy?
They call him the fairy tale king. He's very romantic and mysterious, you know. He built castles and now they are huge tourist attractions.
Castles? Where are they?
Oh, let's see. Herrenchiemsee is about 3 hours southeast. Neuschwanstein is southwest of the border with Switzerland, about 2.5 hours. I can have my secretary draw you a map if you like,
Proszę.
but most German maps have them already marked.
No, thanks. I wasn't thinking of going myself. But it does seem like a harmless enough activity for someone else I know. So this guy's
Czyli
just a
Grace
dead
będzie
king,
jeździć
right?
po zamkach.
And these castles are just out in the countryside, hours from Munich.
Yes.
Perfect.
Czyli Gabriel zostanie w Monachium, a Grace będzie jeździć po tych zamkach i
Have
szukać
you ever heard of
śladów.
anyone or anything called the Black Wolf?
No. Sorry.
That's all right.
Strzelam, że
Sure it's nothing.
członkowie tego bractwa strzeleckiego
I don't have anything
są,
else to say right now.
spokrewnieni. W sensie, który z nich musi być pewno ten, który przywitał Gabriela w klubie, musi być
I'm off.
spokrewniony
See you,
z
Harry.
tym wilkołakiem.
Goodbye.
W sensie ta sama krew płynie w jego żyłach. Już dzwoni, żeby donosić. No. Hochliksen, wybaczam. Jeżeli to był obiad z rodziną, to byłeś usprawiedliwiony. O, to byli turyści ze Stanów.
They're busy. I'd give it a shot, but I don't speak the language. I'd give it a shot, but I don't speak the language.
Gdzie było to stowarzyszenie? Tutaj. Tak jest. O, policja. Coś się musiało stać.
Guess I figured out where last night's killing took place.
Dobra, ale najpierw do tego. Najpierw do kolegów z klubu łowieckiego.
Guten Morgen, Herr Knight. I'm afraid there's no one here at the moment. They're all busy with their daily tasks. You are, however, welcome to use the club, so I've been informed.
Thank you, Xavier. You're so kind.
Koledzy zawsze na pierwszym miejscu.
Mind if we chat for a moment?
Anything to be of service, sir.
So, tell me about the club.
What about it?
How long has the club been around?
Since 1970.
No way. The old Royal Bavarian Hunting Lodge? It's older than that, isn't it?
Die Königliche Bayerische Hofjagdloge is ancient. This particular form of it is new.
Mm-hmm.
What happened in 1970?
Baron von Glauer came. He brought a new vision. The lodge had nearly died out. Hunting is not so popular as it used to be.
Were you here when von Glauer joined?
Baron von Glauer. He hired me later, in 72.
How many members are there?
Von Glover to był ten, który go
Not
przywitał.
including you. I'm not sure of your status.
5. You mean the men that were here last night make up the entire club?
Quantity is not an overriding concern with us, Herr Knight. The Baron personally interviewed and approved each new member. Despite your own experience, this club is extremely exclusive. Not everyone would fit in.
No, I don't suppose they would.
Już wiemy, dlaczego jeden się obraził, jak ten baron
How
nas
often do the club members
wprowadził.
go hunting?
As a group, once a month or so.
Once a month? Hell, I thought y'all were hunters. Back home, you don't get out there and spill a little blood at least once a week. The other men start looking at you funny.
Organized club hunts are once a month. Members can use the club's lodges anytime on a more casual basis, and they frequently do.
Zabijamy prawie tak samo często jak wy.
So, tell me about the club members.
I don't gossip about our members, Herr Knight.
Gossip? With you? Please. I've never met anyone as obviously discreet as you.
Thank you.
Bet you could drop a load if you wanted to, though. You probably know more about what goes on around here than anyone.
True. At least I used to. But with all these new people coming in, I'm not sure I know anything anymore.
All these new people? You mean I'm not the only fresh blood?
No, Herr Dr. Klingman was only accepted a few weeks ago.
O,
Really? Who brought him in?
pardon.
I was not in on the discussion, so I really couldn't say. But I'm sure there was more thought behind his acceptance than yours.
Cześć, ciach.
Have you ever heard of the Black Wolf?
No.
Chyba jednak słyszę.
Alrighty. All right, Xavier. Thanks. Dead things. I don't think I should get too comfy around here. And I thought Germans only drank beer.
Co tu się
Locked.
odbywa w tych pokojach? Co się dzieje w tej chałupie, tak? No i co, nie wyszedłeś tam? Czemu? Jak chcę tam wyjść? Come on,
Nice
Gabriel.
plan.
O, Gabriel.
And I thought
Spróbujmy jeszcze raz, bo coś mi tu nie gra.
it just leads to a back alley.
No wiem i tam
It
chcę
won't
wejść
do
do
much
baka.
good to keep.
Tam, gdzie to ciało jest, tam, gdzie zabójstwo, tam, gdzie popełniono to morderstwo. Byłoby to bardzo pomocne, gdybym mógł tam wyjść w te bakali, bo właśnie tam.
I don't think they'd know much about it.
Czy ten łysy to jest ten
Isn't that the
komisarz?
detective from the paper? Commissar Lieber? Commissar Lieber, my name is Gabriel Knight. I've been trying to get in touch with you at the station.
Chyba nie pogadamy. Ale ja mam dokumenty. Co to było? Te wyniki badań. To było, nie?
Commissar Lieber, my name is Gabriel Knight. I need to discuss some evidence with you.
What do you want? I'm busy here.
I have some evidence here that contradicts your Zoo Wolves theory. I was wondering if maybe we could discuss it.
Look, I don't know who you are or what you think you're doing, but I don't have time for this.
O, krótka piłka. No nic, no to się prasa dowie w takim razie.
Looks like a television news crew. Looks like a television. Are y'all with the news? I have some information you might find of interest.
Herr Kingpin.
You're an American,
That's right.
and you believe you have information about the mutilation killings.
I do have some information, yes, ma'am. I was about to discuss it with the commissar over there, but he seems kind of busy. I thought I'd speak with y'all instead.
Nun gut, was soll's. Dreh schön, Dieter. Wir befinden uns am Tatort des bis jetzt letzten bizarren Todesfalles, der durch die Killerwölfe herbeigeführt wurde. Mit mir
Po to ma gość kadrowanie na kamerze na 4:3, żeby i tak nie łapać w tym 4:3. To jest bez sensu.
Mordfalles hat. You believe you have information about the wolf killing song.
Yes, I do. I was about to ask Commissar Liebe over there some questions, such as why animal hair found at the crime scene is reddish-brown when the escaped zoo wolves were gray.
Fragt, wieso die Tierhaare am Tatort rötlich-braun sind, wie doch die entlaufenen Zuwölfe offensichtlich grau waren.
And
Ale sobie
how
grabi.
come paw prints found at the scene indicate an animal much larger than the zoo wolf species Canis lupus?
Und fragt, wieso
Lupus,
die
Lupus.
Pfotenabdrücke am Tatort viel größer sind als die der Zoowölfe. How did you get this information?
Well,
All right, you have my attention. Now, who are you?
Niemcy się nie pierdolą.
I'm Gabriel Knight, the American novelist. I've been by your station to see you, but
Ten gość to chyba największe nazwisko w obsadzie.
All right, I'll see you at the station later, but only if you agree to get out of here and not talk to the boys.
You got it.
Teraz w końcu możemy na policję. Gdzie była policja, pamiętacie? Raz byliśmy na policji, tylko nie pamiętam, gdzie to było. Tu była poczta chyba, tak.
I'd give it a shot, but I don't speak the language.
Metrem na policję. Ale gdzie była police station? Nie, tu jest zoo. Tu jest zoo, tutaj mieszkamy, tu byliśmy na Marienplatzu, tu jest uniwersytet.
I don't need to do anything else at the lab.
Tak, tutaj. To czemu muzyka jak muzyka z Wolfensteina?
Commissar Liebe, so generous of you to see me.
Sit down, Mr. Knight.
Sit down, Mr. Knight.
Now, you will tell me what you think you know about this case, yes?
How do you say quid pro quo in German?
There is no translation.
Thanks so much for your time.
Sit down. What are you proposing exactly?
Gabriel jest dość tępy, jak na
You
kogoś,
want
kto napisał
information?
książkę.
I want information. It's kind of convenient that way.
I can't give you police information.
Why not? I'm not asking for anything confidential. Hell, I can't even read the damn newspapers around here. Press release stuff, that's all I want.
All right. But then it's your turn. Agreed?
I hear you.
Fajna mapa. Taka na ścianie.
This map, it marks the locations of all the wolf killings, right?
Yes. What?
The one last night, the one in the middle, doesn't really fit, does it?
It has to fit. It happened.
To jest argument.
I suppose.
Musi pasować. Miało miejsce. Zdjęcia?
I still say that one in the middle is different.
No dobra, pogadajmy.
How long have you been a commissar?
10 years.
All of them here in Munich?
Yes.
And a criminal commissar is like, what, a police detective in America?
Americans don't have so many ranks, I think. A German criminal commissar is, say, more like an English chief inspector.
Ah, P.D. James.
What?
Nothing. Tell me about the other victims.
What do you want to know?
No wszystko.
How many victims have there been?
5, including the one downtown.
Could there be bodies out there that you haven't found yet?
No. The killings have been done in broad daylight. Body parts left like a trail of boat criminal. Breadcrumbs?
Jack the Ripper Wolf. When were the other victims killed?
The first was 32 days ago.
2 days after the zoo wolves escaped. And the others?
The 2 teenage boys were killed 20 days ago. The Huber girl 6 days ago.
They're speeding up.
Maybe.
Niedobrze.
What about the locations of the killings? Any pattern there?
You can see for yourself if you like. I have a marked map on the wall. Until last night, the killer always struck 30 to 40 minutes outside the city. The first was killed north of München near Esching. The 2 males were killed in Feldkirchen, that's east. Tony Huber was killed on her parents' farm just west of
Pewno
Lachem.
trzeba będzie zrobić notatkę dla Grace, w które miejsca musi się udać i ona tam będzie za miastem przeprowadzała swoje dochodzenie.
What does forensics say about the killer?
That information is not for the press.
A co jeżeli to Gabriel zabija? No to nie będziemy mieli problemu, żeby go złapać.
All I can say is, it is an animal.
Mind if I take a guess? Your boys in the lab say the bite marks are canine and are closer to wolf than to dog. But beyond that, they can't pin it down. Nothing like it on the records. Probably a weird hybrid. Yeah. That's what I thought.
Gabriel swoje śledztwo przeprowadził. Cześć, toperzasty.
Have you given any thought at all about the possibility of
What?
a werewolf?
Daj spokój, werewolf.
Never mind. The killer isn't one of the zoo wolves, is it?
That is information the press does not have, Mr. Knight. I expect it to stay that way.
I understand.
As you pointed out so loudly at the crime scene, evidence on the killer does not match what we know of the zoo wolves.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts about that?
Either there is a mistake with the zoo records.
I think the zoo would know if they had a reddish-brown hybrid in the wolf kennel.
I didn't say it was likely. Another possibility is, of course, that another animal is responsible.
Niedźwiedź.
Wild?
Possibly. Maybe. A pet.
A pet? As in maybe the reason you haven't been able to track the thing is that it's going into someone's home.
It's possible.
Rakun? Rudy rakun? Daj spokój. Cały czas tą ręką klepie coś na biurku, czy tam jakaś notatka jest, czy coś?
One bite pattern, one saliva type?
Yes.
Yet 2 wolves escaped from the zoo.
As you say, the zoo wolves do not figure into this at all.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. No, I definitely would not say that.
Komisarz zgłupiał teraz. Gabriel samego siebie ograł.
Tell me about the latest victim.
Male, 52, Grossberg was the name. He was a furrier. Ironic, isn't it?
A furrier. What an amazing coincidence.
Furisem był, czyli...
Have any theories about why the killer struck downtown this time?
No. Do you?
I read somewhere that wolves are clean animals. They don't kill close to their lair unless they're forced to.
But lair? What are you talking about?
Not sure, actually. Random thought.
Jak ten Gabriel żyje, że on jeszcze nie umarł i że sobie radzi w tym świecie, to jest niemożliwe.
Have you ever heard of anyone or anything called the Black Wolf?
The hair samples we have are all reddish brown.
Yeah, I know. I was just wondering if you'd heard of a black wolf in general.
Hold on.
Czekaj teraz. Mam coś na czarnego wilka. Co jest nie tak z Gabrielem? Głupi jest, tępy. Jestem pod wrażeniem, że wodę na herbatę potrafi sobie zagotować.
Here is this.
What?
Missing persons case. A runaway teenaged girl. It happened in 1989 in a town called Kirschel, in the Nationalpark Bayerischer Wald,
do odwiedzenia
Bavarian
przez
National Forest.
Grace.
Oh, I just thought I remembered something. It was a sad case, you know. She was very pretty. Ah, yes. Here it is.
What?
There was a supposed witness. An old lady who lived on the edge of town near the woods. She says she saw the girl go into the woods the night she disappeared. Says the wolf got her.
The wolf?
The old lady had been complaining for some time about a huge black wolf in the woods. But no one believed her. She was verrückt. Crazy.
No one else ever saw the thing?
Hadn't been any wolves in those woods for 50 years.
So there was probably nothing to it.
That's what I thought at the time. Of course, that was years before this case. Never heard of wolf attacks back then.
Do you get a lot of missing persons cases in Germany?
Wolf.
Oh, sure. Mostly teenagers, runaways. It gets worse all the time. Families are not like they used to be, yes?
Yes.
Suppose not.
Coś jeszcze ma do powiedzenia? Nie.
That's all I wanted to know.
Good. We discuss you now, yes?
I guess.
You want to tell me, or do I have to ask?
I'm investigating the murder of Tony
Zgadzam się, Bartosz.
for
Bardzo
appearance.
fajna.
Why?
I'm an investigator. That's what I do.
You're an American PI?
You could say that.
And how did the Hubers end up hiring you?
Mutual friends?
I see.
And is evidence you have?
A paw print and some hair samples from the Yuba farm. I spoke with some folks at the zoo as well.
Grube dowody.
All
ma
right,
co.
Mr. Knight. I don't know how the police deal with you in America, but in this country, we don't like civilian interference.
I understand.
If you hear something, you come to me. If you see something, you come to me. And under no circumstances are you to speak with the press. You do. And I'll have your passport.
Well, you wouldn't like it. It was a bad hair day.
I am quite serious.
I swear, not a word.
All right. I can't stop you from investigating. But stay out of our way.
Quiet as a shadow. That's me.
No i też się zaprzyjaźnią. Mur beton. Dobra, tu jest ta notatka.
I don't have any more questions for the commissar. I don't have any more questions for the commissar. I don't have any more questions for the commissar. Probably nothing of interest back there. Besides, I can't see past the commissar's big head. Grossberg. Didn't Liba say that was the name of the guy who was killed last night?
O, czyli mamy
Grossberg.
Mamy adres, tylko czy to trzeba zapisać, czy... O, właśnie. Szorstka męska przyjaźń nie będzie gładka, zwłaszcza jest łysy. Mistrz kamuflażu, widzę. No dobra, to możemy stąd spadać, myślę. W zasadzie to całkiem możemy spadać, bo to już zaraz 2 godziny będą, nie? No raczej. Dobra, wrócimy do huba, znaczy serię na Marienplatz.
Stay out of trouble.
You bet. No ale i tak, dzisiaj zrobiliśmy zdecydowanie więcej niż ostatnim razem, no ale wtedy było intro, które chcieliśmy obejrzeć. Teraz zrobiliśmy 1,5 rozdziału, więc nie jest tak źle. Dobra, save'a. Save'a i tutaj zrobimy przerwę i przypominam, że za tydzień w niedzielę nie będzie Gabriela. Urlaub mam. Ale za 2 tygodnie wracamy z 3. częścią. Myślę, że Gabriel to będą jakieś 4 do 5 streamów, więc zarezerwujcie sobie czas do końca kwietnia w niedzielę. A na tą chwilę wam bardzo dziękuję. I zajrzyjcie jutro na socjale, bo pojawi się rozpiska streamów na przyszły tydzień. Krótsza niż zwykle, z tego samego względu, dla którego nie ma Gabriela, ale tak czy inaczej warto zajrzeć. W czwartek oczywiście będzie stream. Trzymajcie się i na razie. Pa.